We're here at the 8-man All-Star Camp. We have one of the East 1 representatives from Rock Hills, Robbie Dean. And Robbie, what a year it was for Rock Hills football. I know you guys would have loved to won one more, but what a year you guys had, and you finished runner-up.
Yeah, it was a great year. Going into it, everyone had that dream of going to state, but we didn't quite know if we were going to be able to make it all the way, and things just started going our way, and the ball started rolling, and week 4 we kind of choked against Clifton Clyde, and after that was one of the best things that happened to us because it showed us that we could be beat. And then from there on out, we just knew we had one job to do, and that was to win, and we went out there and we did that. We took care of our assignments, and we just won.
Well, great year for you, and because of that great year, you and Clay and Wyatt all make it on the 8-man All-Star teams. That had to be great news when you heard that.
Oh yeah, it was great to be able to play with those two one more time. They're good teammates, and I enjoy playing with them.
All right, what you doing this fall?
This fall, I'm going back to the family feed yard where I'll be opening up my own backgrounding yard, which is a part of the feed yard, and try to make a go of it there.
All right. Well, it sounds like they're treating you pretty well. I know they feed you pretty well, and this is a week where you're gonna. I know you've probably made friends already after a couple of practices, and it's kind of cool getting to play against some of the guys that you played against. You play with them now.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I was telling Dusty earlier this morning. It's kind of weird that all season long those are your rivals and those are bad people. And now that we're all together, they're not that bad. They're just like us.
They're not so bad. You just didn't know them, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and I guess that's probably a life lesson because that happens a lot, away from the football field too. Well, hey, Robbie, thanks for joining us, and best of luck to you in the ballgame on Saturday.
Thank you.
We have a couple of the Rock Hills Grizzlies with us at the East 1 camp. We have Wyatt Flynn and Clay Kozan. We'll start with Clay, and sounds like for the most part, Clay, you've been working out on offense.
Yeah, I've been working out on offense, playing fullback a little more than running back, but that's pretty much the position I played most of the time with our offense, and it's been quite fun learning out the new offense that I've never ran before, so it's pretty cool to get a new look at different offenses that other teams run.
What was your reaction when you found out you were going to be an All-Star and you got to play again with Wyatt and Robbie?
Well, I was pretty honored to actually get selected for it. It was pretty awesome when I found out that I got to get to play one more time with some of my buddies and a lot more new faces that I get to meet. It was pretty cool.
It was a great run for the Rock Hills Grizzlies last year. You came up a little bit short, but heck, there's a lot of teams that would love to be in the position you guys were in.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a little shaky mid-season when we took a loss to Clifton Clyde, but we turned it around and we got down to business, and it was a lot of fun with my last season. It was a lot of fun.
What are you doing this fall?
I'm attending Fort Hays State University, majoring in accounting. So.
All right, thanks, Clay. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring in Wyatt Flynn, and Wyatt's fresh off the state track meet, won the 2A discus. Hey, congrats! That was a heck of a deal, bringing home the gold.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That was a lot of fun, I'll bet.
Yeah, it really was. I really enjoyed it. First time getting on top of the podium and waiting since my freshman year to do it.
Oh man, there's I forget how many athletes there are down there. That is quite a zoo, and just to be able to compete down there is great, and then to do well is another thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. My freshman year, sophomore year didn't do very well. Then my junior year I got a podium. Then this year I did both of them, shot and disc, medal.
It takes a little bit to get used to that atmosphere, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a whole new atmosphere. They announce your names and everything, big cage, just feel tiny in there.
Well, what do you think here this week? Are they working you out mostly on defense or offense, or a little of both?
I'm playing mostly defensive end for them. They say I'm too dumb to play offense. They give me crap about that, but I really enjoy defense a lot better than offense. Finally get to hit somebody.
You guys had a heck of a year, and you were rewarded for it. You had 3 kids from Rock Hills that are on the All-Stars team. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very fun. It didn't seem like that much fun, but it will be. When the practice gets done, and then we can finally on the game Saturday, and then we finally get to hit somebody full speed, we're all just chomping at the bit to hit everybody.
Has it taken much to get back into football shape or hitting a little bit?
Yeah, football shape's completely different than basketball and track. Football shape, you have to wear all the pads and all that, but basketball is all different.
You're headed to Kansas Wesleyan to play some football in the fall.
Yeah, I'm going to play defensive line at Kansas Wesleyan, planning on majoring in criminal justice. I want to be a state trooper.
All right, very good. Hey, good luck in the game Saturday.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right. And we're back at the 8-man All-Star Camp, and we have another East 1 representative with us from Pike Valley, and that is Robert Cox. And Robert, it's really cool that you've got all these North Central Kansas kids in the ball game, and you get to play with a lot of kids you played against.
It's been a great opportunity. You know, I spend a lot of time with these guys because when you spend time with the guys that love the game like you do, it always makes your experiences better. And it's been just a blast so far playing with these kids.
You know, and everybody's pretty much a stud here.
Well, everybody but me, but pretty much anyway.
Well, these Rock Hills guys are keeping you on your toes, aren't they?
That's for sure. Did it during the season. We're going to keep it up in practice too. So.
Where are they working you at primarily?
Primarily running back. Get a run behind Clay, so I'm looking forward to it. It's just been a great opportunity so far. Getting to work out at running back position I've got to play the last 4 years. Luckily, we got in the right system, got to run the ball a little bit under Coach Melby. So it's just a great opportunity so far.
Talk about that for a second. That's a good friend of mine, Don Melby. We've known each other forever, and he's been on my team here at the 8-man forever. And talk about playing for Don Melby and what it meant.
For me, it's meant the world. I grew up right next to him as a T-boy and the ball boy. Actually, my first trip onto the field, I fell getting the tee when I was like 5. And, you know, he's never said a bad thing about anybody. He's always been there to support everyone, you know. He's a bank lender, a mower. He's the only guy I've ever met that mows his field more than his own lawn. So it's just been a great opportunity. Something I've always looked forward to when getting into high school. And now that my playing career under him is done, it's something I can look back onto with exciting and some pretty fun memories.
You were probably pretty fired up when you found out you were going to be an All-Star. How'd you find out?
I was actually in the weight room, and Coach Melby called me from Tesket or wherever they did the meetings at, Beloit maybe. But he gave me a call and said, "You made it, son." And he sounded like he started to tear up, and it was a great opportunity for me. I couldn't be more excited and more blessed.
What you got going this fall?
I'm going to attend Garden City Community College and play football and major in elementary education.
All right, thanks, man. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
And back on the pregame show, and we're visiting with Matt Hoyer of Hanover, who is the East 2 head coach here at the 8-man All-Star Football Camp. And Coach, you're no stranger to this game. You've been here a couple different times, and it just seems like it's just a great week every time, isn't it?
Well, it's a great experience not only for us coaches but also for the players. You know, what the community of Beloit does every year for this game is just an exceptional experience for these kids. You know, the different activities that they've planned, the way that they feed us all week, and then, you know, just being able to meet new people and hang out with new people for the 4 days that we're here is just a great experience for, you know, not only us coaches, you know, mingling with other coaches, but also the players and getting to meet some of those players that we've, you know, prepared for and coached against or played against, you know, for the last 4 years.
Have you had any chance to steal some plays yet?
Well, every year you end up. I haven't stolen any plays from the West squad, you know, and that's the ones that are important to me right now. But
Right.
you know, we have probably picked up a few things from, you know, other coaches that we've talked about, you know, just different scheme things that they do during the year that we can take away from this.
Well, you know, this is a special week, and it's an isolated week, but it's like we were talking off the air, it's kind of like during the regular season. Once you get your practice in, it's a matter of you're going to take what they give you, basically. I asked you if you're going to be balanced offensively, and you said, well, we'll see. We're going to take what they give.
Well, that's definitely, you know, this is one of those things, you know, in the season you can kind of prepare with that with film and everything, and you can give us an idea of, you know, what might work or what a secondary plan would be. When in a game like this, you got to make the game adjustments. You know, it's got to be, you know, if something that you've been playing or you've been preparing for all week doesn't happen or isn't successful on Saturday, you've got to make those adjustments and kind of do it on the fly during the game. You know, so that is a challenge that not only, you know, makes you as a better football coach, but, you know, gives you that, you know, that experience that, you know, might help you in the season, you know, when it comes turn fall.
We've talked about this before, but how cool is it to have some of these kids that you play against every year, you know, because you're going to have some kids like from Baileyville B&B that you're familiar with, and you know, kids like that. You get to coach them now.
Well, what a great opportunity, to coach kids with that type of athleticism. And everybody, it's the best of the best that you get, but it's not just the best of the best athletically that you get. I mean, these kids are smart kids. The amount that they pick up and the time that they pick up, it's a phenomenal thing to see. And it makes it extremely fun. And it's one of those things you always respected these kids on the field, but when you get them actually in a setting where they're playing for you, it really gives you a different outlook of them, and it makes you realize how good of kids they are.